Hi everybody, what's up, what's up? Hello first game player G. Hello Kolob Ellisworth. Hello Artaki Ito Lover. Hello K Farnood. Hello first game player. Oh, I already said hello to you. Hello, it's Sim. Hello Kolob. I already said hello to you. Hello Steffies. Hello K Farnood. I already said hi to you. Hello everybody. Alrighty, let's get this party started. So I think this is good. I think this is how we had it yesterday. I can make myself a little bit smaller. Okay, no problem. Also, I'm on, what's the stream about? I'm testing Zhongli. Yeah, because we got Zhongli. I said he was kind of a must pull for like Melt Ganyu and stuff like that. So let us see if he really is. But first, also, by the way, I'm currently on hold with Rogers trying to cancel my phone bill account because we're paying too much money with them. So I've moved over to a better. By the way, if you're in Canada, Virgin Mobile has like a plan for $55 for like not 55. It's $40 for 40 gigs of data, which is insane. So it's such a good. Oh, you can barely hear. Okay, we'll turn it up. I always have to remember to turn it up for stream and then turn it down for when I'm recording video. Yeah, I got Child and Zhongli. So we're actually pretty much done farming for him. We just need a bit more core lapis. Yeah. Hold on, guys. I'm just talking to the people who I'm canceling my phone bill with. Like I don't remember, like 4 or 5, but all right, I'm back. They're really giving me the runaround. I've been on hold for like 40 minutes. So it was just this. I was gonna wait to be done to start stream, but I was like, I need to get this done. Super annoying. Okay. So you play with tablet with controller? No. I'm on PC. I just set it to be this layout so that I just set it to be this layout for stream. Yeah, because I don't have 2 monitors, so I need to be able to see chat. So yeah. What's your UID? Why I need my UID? What do you need my UID for? Thank you. Am I gonna invest in a second monitor? Yeah, I just don't have. It's a bit tight financially. We just went full time with YouTube, so basically I got fired, and I was like, great, this is a perfect time to see if we can do full time. We can do full time YouTube. Hi, Faithy. I'm just in the middle of playing the game right now. We're talking to the people. $70 minutes? Could they call me back? 17. I see. Okay. Bye. Are you a father? Yeah, I got 2 kids. You want to eat some hot dogs? Maybe Mom will make some for you. Did you ask Mom? Yeah. There's some hot dogs. Your hot dog's ready. There you go. Thanks, Mom. How old am I? I am 29. I look so young? Thank you. A Mona at 0 pity and then a Zhongli. Sick. Congrats to them. Good advice on my channel. Thank you. You're very welcome. Also, by the way, there's special emotes for channel members now, so that's exciting. Let's see how we are, how close we are. Not quite there. Are you making a guide for Freminet? I'm making a video on Freminet tomorrow. It's not really a guide though. It's kind of a guide. I don't know. I don't know about a guide for Freminet. I feel like there's already good guides out there for him, and I haven't built and tested him yet myself. But I did basically, yeah, I've got a video coming out tomorrow. Can you co-op with me? No, I can't let anyone steal my, I can't risk anyone stealing my core lapis. Also, there's just no benefit to co-oping. Is he similar to Eula? Yeah, you just build him. That's the thing. Like, if you watch my video, you'll know how to build him. Like, it's not hard. He's not a hard character to build. He's not a hard character. He's not a hard character to build. I think putting timestamps on your guides make a lot better. I think all my new guides do have timestamps. It's only like the discussion videos don't have timestamps, but I think almost all my guides have timestamps. Waiting for Arlecchino. I know she's gonna be so cool. Pale Flame is best in slot. That's right. Maybe I'll add in like, yeah, maybe my Eula build is perfect in your Freminet C5. Nice. You build Freminet like all the other physical carries with lots of EM for Hyper Bloom. I think like you don't even build him on EM because his Hyper Bloom damage doesn't really do all that much. Isn't Jumpy better than Hold E when climbing with Causeway? Yeah, you can jump and then hold like that. So yeah, it's a little better. New question, is Zhongli a must pair for character for Hu Tao who's coming up? That is exactly what this stream is about. And I don't think so, but it depends on how, like, watch my Zhongli guide. It talks about exactly that, actually. But it depends on how good you are at Hu Tao. All right. What about Noelle C6? What about her? Is Zhongli necessary for her? She's less necessary than with Ito because she doesn't. She's less necessary than with Ito because Noelle makes her own shield for Geo Resonance. But getting the Geo Shred is still really relevant. It is still best in slot for her. And Noelle kind of needs everything she can get, so I don't know. Necessary is a strong word, though. is Hu Tao okay is Layla okay for Hu Tao, or do you need Zhongli? Layla's fine, but you don't even need a healer or a shielder to begin with Hu Tao necessarily. If you're really good with Hu Tao, you can get away with using a damaging slot for the last option, or the damaging option for the last slot. And then but you can definitely use a character like Layla until you get good enough with Hu Tao. That's basically what I did, is I used Homa until I got good enough to not need a shielder. And it was great. 36 starred many an abyss with Homa. Layla's alright, but she might steal the Hydra Aura against bosses. My understanding is that you're going to get some melts with Layla, so it's not going to be so bad. You have a question of Zhongli with 36 HP and 60 crit rate and 150 crit damage. Is it okay for a hybrid build, or should I just use all HP? Try the hybrid build, and then if you feel like you need more shielding, then go more HP. Poor Tartaglia. Pull Tartaglia now or wait for Ayato. You can check out my Tartaglia guide. It has... I basically go through that. Tartaglia is the better character, like the higher damaging ceiling character, but Ayato works for a lot more teams, and he's more noob friendly and more overworld friendly. So it just kind of depends on what you want. Where is the next? Where is the next little pocket? Over here, maybe. Is Layla good with Wanderer? Because I don't see myself getting Zhongli. Yeah, technically, Layla's ceiling, or Wanderer's ceiling, is higher with Layla than with Zhongli by a very slight margin. So, especially if you have C4 Layla. Noob friendly, all I needed? Yeah, Ayato is more noob friendly for sure. Zhongli was your first limited 5-star. When you started playing Genshin, you don't regret him one bit. Most people don't. He is the best thing I could have done to get my account started. Yeah, I hear that a lot. I'm excited to try him out. Do you do any sort of elite farming or artifact farming daily? Nope. Nope. I barely have time to keep up normally. Zhongli is SS tier for EN voices. True. How much damage difference is there between a C4 and a C6, Layla? Oops. Let me see. So you get the burst upgrade, 40% increased damage, 40% increased damage, and you get faster. It's a pretty substantial increase for Layla's personal damage, but because her damage isn't like the most massive part of your team's damage anyways, it's not like the biggest difference. C4 is more relevant because it actually increases your carry's damage, which is more relevant. C2 Zhongli will be a great help in co-op. Absolutely. Does Linny have lower defense than Baiju? I'm pretty sure Linny has the lowest defense in the game, but I could be wrong. Should I spend my saved up primos for Risley, then use the money for Hu Tao, or do I use money for Risley and spend primos on Hu Tao? So if you're looking for dollar, I mean, you should get whoever comes first, because maybe you get lucky and get them really early, and then you don't have to spend any money overall. Sounds like you're dedicated to spending money, though. You don't, yeah. Don't get Risley and get C6 Hu Tao. C6 is kind of bait, but C1 is really good. Thank you. Now I'm satisfied with my Layla being C4. Nice. Is Hu Tao better for a new account than Venti overall? For a brand new account, this is going to be a super hot take, but I could actually argue that Venti is a really good pull for new accounts, because for like brand new accounts, because he just trivializes so many annoying domains and the early floors of the Abyss. And so you'll actually get a lot of value from Venti on a new account. So, and Hu Tao is kind of annoying in the overworld. So this might be unpopular, but I actually think for a brand new account, I think you would enjoy having Venti a lot more. If you're min-maxing for strongest characters ever, then Hu Tao. But like also a DPS is a DPS. Like I would say that Venti is better for a new account than Hu Tao. And that's going to be a really hot take. So, but Hu Tao is the better character. So, did you get Zhongli yet? No, I don't have him yet. Nope. You don't have Yolan nor Xingqiu. What should you do? Use your star glitter on the shop to get Xingqiu. Go back in time and get Yolan. Do you know when Kazuha's returning? Probably a while, to be honest. Do you have all 4 Archons? No, I'm missing Venti. Hu Tao does need a hydro support for it to function. Yeah, I mean, for a brand, like, think about a brand new player, right? You're talking about function in the Abyss. For a brand new player, she'll be just fine. I would actually say she needs more a healer like Bennett to function in the overworld. I think Venti is so overrated. I agree. I think Venti, to be fair, I don't have him, but I think Venti might be like one of the most underrated characters in the game. Like actually factually. Finally started working out to solve your health problems and become healthier. Congrats, man. That's really important. Good for you. I agree with you. Venti is over Hu Tao for beginners. Yeah. Psychopoko said Venti was terrible for early game. Wow. Venti is so good for early game. It's crazy. Like the only time he's not good is like during big bosses, and the overworld is full of like mobs and like the most like a super annoying thing for new players. Wow, just a random chest. A super annoying thing for new players is those domains, like the Viridescent Inventor domain, and like dealing with those domains early on with a low investment account is really hard, and Venti just absolutely trivializes it. So what's his best set for DPS build? Venti? You just want to go VV. You never don't want to go VV. And his best damage, and for DPS, like if you like, DPS stands for damage per second, right? So if you want to do the most DPS with Venti, you build him full elemental mastery, and you give him EM, and that's his best damage for DPS. Yeah. Who do you think is the best first 5-star? Best first 5-star for a new player? Yolan. I think Yolan. Just for the exploration. The damage. Granted, you need ER. Yeah, oh yeah, Kazuha. Yeah, I could see Kazuha. Yeah. Yeah, I would say, yeah, actually, I changed my mind. Kazuha. Wander instead of Kazuha for exploration. You know what's crazy? I still prefer Kazuha, because the suction for bringing enemy mob drops together is like way too good. And Wanderer, like, he's good, but he's not really a competitor to Kazuha. He's more a competitor for your on-field spot. So like, wow, the pillar just built on the tree. So I would say that he doesn't really compete with Kazuha for an overworld team. He more competes with the on-fielder. And I still use Yoimiya because she's prettier, and I just prefer it. Wander trivialized exploration so much. Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely the best exploration on-fielder. Is Yelan worth C6ing? Not really. No character is really worth C6ing because it trivializes the game so much that you kind of, it's kind of much less. I don't know. I don't know. I think the challenge is part of the fun. And if you just C6 everything, then like kind of ruins some of the fun of the game, at least for me. If you want the game to be easier, going with a smattering of invested like low constellation characters, like Ayaka with C0, Ayaka with Mistsplitter, Raiden C2, Nahida C2, Yelan C2. If you got those, like then your power spike is going to be greater, in my opinion, than just having one C6. So, you know, Hu Tao C1 with Staff of Homa, like that's a better idea than. Wow, I was just on hold. That was just that. Sorry, just finish my thought. That's a better idea than C6ing one character, in my opinion. And you're gonna have more fun. But to be honest, just getting one of those, you're gonna be pretty much set for life already. EM or crit Hazo? Usually crit. If you can get good artifacts on him. Yeah, Kaizen, like your account was super fun to play with. But I just wouldn't want that as my account. That's just not how I want to play the game, but it is super fun to play with. Like, it just depends on how you enjoy the game. So, yeah. If you upgrade Zhongli's talents, get him a good weapon and decent artifacts, is actually pretty amazing. True. Well, we'll find out, I guess. But yeah, I think so. I recommend C1 Yelan. I love C1 Yelan for Overworld. It's the one constellation that I actually have, and the only constellation I would actually get. C1 Hu Tao is overrated, but a good quality of life for your account. Sure. I use C0 Hu Tao, and I dash can't. Like I was saying this in the video I just released. I just if you're heavily invested, you can just dash cancel and kill things anyways. You have more fun wishing than playing sometimes. We haven't wished in a while, so it feels even better. Nice. If you want to use Yelan, normal C2 and C4 are cool. If you want to main DPS, your 6 is pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was sick to be able to solo Mega Kenki with C6 Yelan. It was sick. The Wolf Fang sword is good for Kaya. Yeah, it is. Yeah, but the new Fontaine Craftable should be pretty good for him too. I can see many new players not using C0 Hu Tao. Yeah, I'm really careful with Hu Tao because I really like her, but I'm very aware that a lot of people don't really like her at C0. Yeah, I 100%. I agree that Homa over C1, and I agree jump cancel isn't hard. And if you're really well invested, you don't need to jump cancel. You can just dash cancel and just kill things before you run out of stamina. So, I like playing Ganyu unironically. Yeah, I can see that. Are the new Fontaine characters worth considering? New Fontaine characters. So Risley and Novelette. You can check out my video I did on both of them. I go back and forth and talk about kind of the pros and cons of each that we know of right now. They're not going to break any records in terms of DPS. So like if you're getting them just for meta, they're going to be like solid, like good. Like they're not disappointing, but they're also not game breaking. So they're kind of exactly where I would hope that a DPS would be. Both of them are good, but not record breaking. I love C0 Hu Tao. You can get away with dash canceling or jump canceling, which isn't hard at all. Yeah, exactly. You can. It's too much keyboard gymnastics for Hu Tao. Yeah, that's fair. It's totally fair. I guess I've had her for so long at this point. Like she was my very first limited 5-star. So, I've had her for so long that it just doesn't feel like a lot of work or difficult to me. Read last, please. Read last, please. Read last, please. If I missed a comment from someone, then just send it again, and I'll try and reply. I'll try and catch it next time. What do you say is you have a Zhongli is a necessity if you have a highly invested Ito and Yoimiya? I would say Ito almost. I would say for Ito almost definitely, because it's really hard. It's really scuffed to get geo resonance without that. You have to like rely on crystallize, and that's so scuffed. Someone argued me about it in the comments, but I just think it's so scuffed. Is Candace good at C2? You can watch my Candace video if you want. I think that she is good, but she's still. Oh, I'm out of books, man. It's okay. She's good, but like, is she worth building over other stuff? It depends. So you can watch my Candace video. It does a pretty good job on talking about if she's worth building for you. Even though it's old, I still stand by it. Whale moment. Whale moment. Do you feel like the hype for Fontaine characters is quite low? And if so, do you think it's concerning? Do you think Hoyo overcorrected and tried not to power creep and ends up making characters not exciting? It's a really good question. I think that the hype for Linny was really low. And ironically, he's a bit stronger than people said. I think that the hype, like, he's actually quite strong. So I think that the lack of hype for him is not really to do with his power, because he actually is almost as strong as Hu Tao. It's just so much Core Lapis, man. Does anyone want to let me join their world for Core Lapis? Your chat on screen is cut off slightly. Oh, okay. I can fix that. Like that. I would say that for the other characters, people are pretty hyped about Nouvelette and Risley. Like my video on comparing the two of them did really well. People are pretty excited for them. I think that the issue. Oh my goodness! Thank you so much, Piggy Plague. I just discovered you 2 weeks ago. I'm so glad I did. It's nice seeing a different perspective on the game. Fun over meta. Yep. Use meta to make yourself have fun. Have fun with meta. Like, have fun first. Use meta to have fun. Have fun with meta. Like, I love it all. I love it all. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. But yeah, I think that people are excited. We just haven't had a waifu in frickin' forever. Like, okay, let's talk about this. Like, let's talk about this for a minute. Look at this. Okay, look at this. Starting the game. Okay, first limited 5-star Venti, amazing waifu, right? Klee, not a waifu. Tartaglia, another amazing waifu. I'm kidding. We actually started the game with quite a few male characters. They waited a long time to actually release a waifu character, but then we had Ganyu, right? So they actually did basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 non-waifu characters before we got a waifu. That's a lot of characters. Then Ganyu, great waifu. Zhao, Hu Tao, Eula, Kazuha, Ayaka, so like 50-50. Inazuma went crazy. Ayaka, waifu. Yoimiya, waifu. Raiden, waifu. Kokomi, waifu. Ito, obviously. Shenhe, waifu. Yaimiko, like, Inazuma had so many. And then Sumeru, Tainari, Sino, Nilou was the only waifu character. Nilou was the only limited waifu for the entire of Sumeru, because we got obviously some nice 4-stars. Love Layla's design. Love Faruzan's design. I love Dea's design. I love Candace's designs. We got some great characters, but the limited 5-stars that bring the hype just weren't there. We just got male character after male character after male character, and then we're starting Fontaine with 3 more male characters, right? So I just wish that it was more, it was just more even, right? That we had, you just started high school and you're really scared. It's okay. You'll be fine. What are you scared about? I just wish it was more even, right? We just have a bunch of male characters in a row, and then a bunch of female characters in a row, and then a bunch of male characters in a row. It would just be nice if we went a bit more back and forth, so that everyone could be, you know, have always something to look forward to. Yeah, I know Dia's a waifu, but she's not a limited 5-star. She's a standard banner 5-star. So the hype just isn't there for standard banner 5-stars the same way that limited ones are, especially because of how weak she is. So that's what we're talking about, right? Is the hype around the game. So but that being said, I think people are really hyped for Nervalette and for Risley. So that's good. And then I think that people are excited for Navia and Clorand. I think like the sales are really down. The sales are really down for Genshin. Like, I think that they definitely are trying to get people to play Honkai Star Rail as well, and they're releasing lots of, you know, great designed characters there that would normally, you know, that the waifu players are going to need to go play Honkai Star Rail if they want to wish for a waifu. And I agree. I'm not saying that every character should be a waifu. Like, I'm happy that my wife and I can both play this game, and we can both be excited about the game, and it's not like just a waifu game. Like, I'm very happy about that. But I just wish that it wasn't such a long dry spell for people who are excited about either one. The next patch is full of waifu. Yeah, I mean, we're having the Archon, but I don't know. Yeah, we don't know who else yet. Second time I see a streamer calling him by a right name. Yeah, that's what I hear he is supposed to be. I hear he is supposed to be Risley. It's really hard to say when you look at it, though. After 4.1, I think all the new limited 5-stars in Fontaine are female. That's what I hear. No talking about Honkai Star Rail? How come? Is the catch a good pick for Zhongli? It's like, if you want to max out his burst damage, then yeah, actually, it is a pretty good pick. I call him Rizlorks. Nice. I love working while listening about waifus. Nice. I wish that I pre-farmed some of this Core Lapis, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I guess this is the experiment of whether stacking the waifus and husbandos increases revenue. Yeah, I think that it actually is, and it could be like maybe people are more likely to spend because they're trying to get all of, you know, if they're trying to collect them all or something, then you're more likely to have to dip into your pocketbooks, and you're not, because if you haven't wished in a while, you will wish on a husbando or waifu character that you wouldn't have otherwise. So Genshin is the rare game with near 50-50 female-male audience. Yeah, I know, and it's one of the reasons I love it. Like, I really do love that it appeals to all. I'm very happy about that. You're just as someone who likes both waifus and bandos, you're constantly broke. Fair. Still don't understand why Hoyo doesn't overload the game with skins if they like money. Yeah, they don't like money. It's a really interesting thing. The only thing I can think of is it seems like they plan out the skins so that if you're a Welkin player, that you can actually get all of the skins. Am I wrong? As a waifu lover, waifu-only games are trash. I agree. Variety is nice. It's very important. It's free to play for people without money, with also incentives to spend. You can spend quite a lot. Yep. Yeah, they space out the skins for Welkin people. Yeah, I think if you buy Welkin and you save all your crystals, you can get all the skins, I'm pretty sure. How much investment do you need in your characters to clear the Abyss 30 plus stars? Not that good investment. Not that high investment at all. But you do need to have high game knowledge to not die. If you need more core lapis, you can come to my world. I don't have a use for it right now. Sure, if anyone wants me to go to their world, then you can put in... Then maybe put in your UID or something. And then I can try and enter your world. Oh, actually, am I friends with Kaizen? I'm already friends with you. Perfect. Easy. Is it worth crowning Zhongli's shield? Not really. Because unless you like... here's the argument for crowning his shield. If you are... Oh. Change it back to controller. If you're building him all damage... and you want the beefiest shield possible, because if you build him HP, you don't need to crown his shield because you'll have more shield than you could ever need. So, but if you do crown his shield, that gives you more flexibility to build it for damage, right? So you can maybe not build HP geo damage crit and still have like a ridiculous shield. You know what I'm saying? That's the argument that I could see for crowning his shield, but I'm pretty sure that that level 9 would be even enough for that. And if not, like someone else was saying, level 8 is probably enough. That is a nice thing, Kaizen. If you're really, really heavily invested, then you can just let people co-op and still solo everything. Crown Zhongli because he deserves it. True. I'm not going to go into your domain because I don't have any resin. And I need core lapis. But thank you. Hello, password. Yeah. Good job. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. When will you play Ningguang Double Hydro you're talking about? After I build Ningguang. I've got a lot of characters to build still. I'm starting on her though. I'm making some progress. I'm not neglecting her. We're working on it. But yeah, as soon as I build Ningguang, I will play it. I'm really motivated. I'm quite motivated to build Ningguang because I really like her design, especially with the skins. So I'm quite motivated. So it'll be some time. I wish it was easier to max artifacts. When you're in the early to mid game and you're trying to max artifacts, I don't know. Maybe this is a really hot take, but I don't mind the artifact system because I like having something to do in the game, and grinding artifacts is something interesting to do. Now, that being said, I do wish that there was a little bit of a pity system for the artifacts, because it is pretty annoying to get like a god roll, ER, Sands, double crit on set, and then for it to roll into garbage. So... Is Yunjin a solid teammate for Zhongli? Yeah, if you're using someone like Wanderer or Yoimiya who benefits from that. But the double geo is really nice. The geo resonance is nice. You have a slightly invested Ganyu. Do I grab Zhongli for melt or wait for your princess Ayaka? If you want to max out Ganyu and you want to do melt Ganyu, then you pretty much need Zhongli in my opinion. But that's part of what today's stream is am I right about that opinion? But that is my opinion currently. But if Ayaka is your princess and you don't really care as much for Ganyu, then you shouldn't do stuff to try and max her out, you know? Ningguang or Yanfei for a second team? I think Yanfei is a bit stronger in general. What's your opinion on Wanderer? I've gone through quite the cycle of my opinions on Wanderer. Before I got him, I thought he was really good if you invested him properly. After I got him, I thought he was kind of mid. And then now that I'm a bit better at playing him and I can play him without a shielder, then I actually think he's pretty good again. But the problem is, I don't think he's very good if you have to run a shield. I think he loses so much damage from having to run both Zhongli and Bennett, or both Layla and Bennett, or Toma and Bennett, or whatever. I think he loses so much damage that it really does hurt his performance. It's nice for the overworld and for bosses and stuff like that, but once you take him into the Abyss, being able to just be good at dodging and run Yelan instead of a shielder slot, it's so much better. Like, it's a game changer. Like, he's actually like really, really good. Plus, I do think, yeah, for him to feel his best, he does need Farzan, but if you don't, then it's still fine because you can just use like double hydro or like official or like, I don't know, other characters that do damage off field, so you're not as reliant on his own personal damage, if that makes sense. Wanderer is a terrible Abyss unit. I mean, I've 36 starred with the Abyss in the Abyss just fine. We'll test them today, but I think that I think that he is underwhelming if you use a shielder. Is Zhongli really necessary for Hu Tao? No. If you're good at playing Hu Tao, then you don't need a shielder at all, and you can get way more damage. This is kind of like, but then again, you know, a lot of people just kind of want that comfort. And if you don't care, and then you can just go for something like Layla. But I feel like I've already talked about that like 5 times, so yeah. How much better is Hu Tao's signature weapon compared to her best 4-star weapon? I'm trying to decide if I should pull or get if I should pull on Staff of Homa on the rerun. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for Annihilation Specialist of Babel. Thank you so much for your donation. Really, really appreciate it. Hu Tao so Homa is actually slightly overstated how big of a jump it is over her best 4-star weapon. So, and I used to think so too. I used to think it was about a 25% increase over her next best option, but it's actually about a 17% increase, and that's because Dragon's Bane was underrated. And Dragon's Bane is her best 4-star weapon at R5, and it is substantially better than Deathmatch. And you can get away with so a 17% increase over Dragon's Bane. So the question was, is it worth it, right? New Battle Pass weapon might be Hu Tao's best 4-star. Actually, yeah, we did the calcs, Flip and I. The Battle Pass weapon at R1 is just behind the Dragon's Bane at R5. But when you get to, I think it's like R3, they're about the same. And at R4 and R5, then the Dragon's Bane, or then the new Battle Pass weapon edges out. And the new Battle Pass weapon gets to something like 4 to 5% behind Staff of Homa, or like 5 to 7% or something. It's actually kind of bonkers how close it is to it's actually kind of bonkers how close it is to the Staff of Homa. So R5 Dragon's Bane or Ballad of the Fjords. If you're talking about R1 Ballad of the Fjords, then you want to go with Dragon's Bane. If you're planning on R5ing it or even R3ing it or something, then you can go with the Battle Pass one. It's also an amazing weapon for Sino outside of his best in slot. It's so weird. We calced it, and it didn't seem like that crazy of an increase. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like maybe the calcs were wrong or they were off. But like it wasn't that big of an increase. So I'm kind of confused why. Someone asked, can some team What would be the optimum Hu Tao team without Yelan? Technically, it's VV Vape, so Kazuha, Yanfei, Xingqiu, Kazuha Amber Xingqiu with Elegy, Kazuha Toma Xingqiu. But it's kind of scuffed, and that team is hard to play. Someone asked a question about would this team clear 36 Star the Abyss? It was like Wanderer, Bennett, Shangling or something. I don't know what the last unit was. If the last unit was Kazuha, then yes, it can clear the 36 Star the Abyss. But if it wasn't, then I don't know. I don't remember. Hu Tao, Mona, Xingqiu, Toma. That's fine, but Mona's Omen buff doesn't quite last long enough to buff Hu Tao's like full rotation. So it's fine. I would go Fischl instead. I have no idea how to build my Xiangling. Check out my Xiangling guide. Yeah. Take a Claymore and Ningguang to break the Lapis while Zhongli is off cooldown. I'm using Chi-Chi right now so that I can see where they are exactly. And even then, if I'm off cooldown, I like having Kazuha. Kazuha's good enough with the plunging. It's good enough. So yeah, overall, is Staff of Homa worth it? If you love Hu Tao, I think either Staff of Homa or the R5 Battle Pass weapon is worth it. That's my final opinion. Because a 17% increase is pretty noticeable. But that's only with the caveat of if you're very happy with the rest of your account. Like, if you're happy with the other 5 stars that you have. The thing with Homa is that many characters can use it, not just Hu Tao. True. But it's also true for, like, Dragon's Bane or Battle of the Fords. And I would say that Homa is not as universal as it used to be. Like, it's not... Like, it used to be, like, the best and slap polearm on everyone, and now it's not quite. Zhongli is boring. There you go. Just play Burgeon Hu Tao. Oh yeah, Hu Tao is also pretty good with the Staff of the Scarlet Sands. Hu Tao feels clunky without C1. I already talked about that so much. I talked about it a lot. If you're interested in my take on that, I talked about it in my video. My video today. That increases for the whole team too, since it's Hu Tao and she's the DPS. Yeah, because she's the DPS, she does a large portion of the team's damage. So it's pretty noticeable. Gina's cool. I really want her. I hope you can get her. Good luck. You're running Scion on Ganyu and it seems suitable. It does seem suitable. It seems pretty good. I have 2 Homas and I don't even like Hu Tao. $5 from Annihilation Specialist of Babel. Thank you so much for your donation. Thanks for the info. I'll go with the new Battle Pass to R5 and save Primos for Hu Tao and our C1. Nice. Yeah, great idea. Very efficient. It's unbelievable how good that weapon is at R5. It's like, it's kind of cheating. Like, that weapon is wild. How much exploration have you done in your world? That's a good question. 100% here, 100%, 100%, 100%. So we've actually, this is not my world. I was like, there's no way I've 100%ed this much of Sumeru. Did you see the new Battle Pass weapons question? I guess I missed it. If I don't respond to a question, it's almost definitely because I missed it. I basically try and look over as much as I can and read it, but I missed it. I'm sorry. You can ask it again. Is the Battle Pass polearm the best weapon then? Yeah. If you're willing to R5 it, yeah. The sword is close, but the polearm is kind of another level. But like being the best, it's like just because it's the best overall does that mean it's the best for you? Like, not necessarily, because you might not be using a Hu Tao. But overall, I do think it is the best. Who is the Battle Pass sword good for? A lot. It's good for Kiching, but Kiching's best in slot is still Lion's Roar R5. It's not like, yeah, it's not as big of an increase, but it's really good for, you know, for Ayaka. It's really good for from Al-Haytham. It's really good for it's good for Albedo. Although, to be fair, it is only good for Albedo. It is only better than Harbinger if you R5 it, or like R4 or R5 it. Do you think the new weapons are good for Skara? The new craftable is good for him. But the new Battle Pass one is not. It's only good for Novelet, I think. It's pretty much the only character that it's good for right now. Is Jane worth building? I don't think so, personally. But if you love Jean, then there's definitely uses for her with Sunfire and shield breaking, and it's not like she's never good. But I don't. There's not really any teams where she's like the best. So she just not having grouping is like such a big L compared to so many animal characters that do have grouping. Jean is worth building so you can yeet cut off players off clips. True. Lost Prayers or the new craftable R5 better for Skara? I would go with Lost Prayer, just because the new craftable is kind of like a bit dicey as to whether you can get full uptime on it. C2 Jean is fun. True. Zhao team comps. Zhao, Zhongli, Bennett, C6 Farazan. You can also do Yelan. I think his highest ceiling is with Yelan for single target instead of Zhongli, and you just have to like play like a madman. Why is the standard banner so terrible? Okay, just to finish with Zhao, if you put him with Bennett, you have actually a pretty flexible last two slots. You can do damage dealers, you can do defensive options like C6 Toma, like Layla, like other stuff. But for optimality, it's Bennett, C6 Farazan, and Zhongli for comfort, and Yelan or Shengling for damage. That's for like optimality. But for comfort, yeah, you can use Zhongli or whatever. How big of an upgrade is Zhongli? It depends on who. You can check out my Zhongli guide. Pretty much covers everything. But you can also stick around on the stream for when I get 5 more core lapis, and then I'll test and tell you if my guide was right or wrong. Tighnari is awesome. Don't bully my guy. Yeah, Tighnari is awesome. I don't think I bullied Tighnari. He's great. I run my Zhongli 2 Archaic, 2 Noblesse for his burst damage. Nice. Is Crimson best in slot for Hu Tao, or is the new crit set better? Crimson is slightly best in slot. Very, very close second is Gilded Dreams. And then Marias Shi Hunter should be third best in slot. 5 stars that are not worth building. It really depends on your account. Yeah, Chi-Chi definitely not. Diluc definitely not. I'd say Tighnari, like, worth building. There's just too many 5 stars. I can't go over every single 5 star right now. Make your question, make it more like narrow. Like, are we talking about standard banner 5 stars or? Saw clips of your stream, fellow Vancouverite. Nice. Yeah, I mean, technically, I'm not in Vancouver anymore. I moved to Nelson, BC, but we're still in BC. I lived in Vancouver for 8 years. So, what if I ask Jello, is Klee worth building? I mean, if you have Klee, then you should build it, sure. Is she worth wishing for? Only if you like Klee, generally. But she's not bad. Like, worth building is so, like... Worth building is such a tough question because there's so many characters and very few, like, really stand in a niche on their own. And so it's more important to, like, find characters that you like and that are good than to figure out which ones are worth building. Because if you build a character that's quote-unquote worth building but you don't like them, then it's gonna suck. So, like, I don't really like the worth building question. I can answer who is strong. But worth building, like, go watch my value as a live video. That basically is why I don't like talking about what characters are worth it. What was your luckiest 10 pull? Probably the last banner when I was wishing for Kokomi and I lost. Well, yeah, when I lost the 50-50 to Jean and then I got Kokomi right after in the 10 pull. Either that or when I lost the 50-50 to Jean again for Lenny, and then I immediately after got Lenny in the very next pull. Have you ever gotten a double 5-star? Yeah, I got a double 5-star with Jean and Kokomi and with yeah, Jean and Kokomi I think was the only one where they were actually in the exact same multi. Child was one wish. No, Wanderer was technically would have been the same multi, and so would have Yelan. I got 2 Yelans, like, in back-to-back wishes, essentially. So those would have been in one multi, but I wasn't in. I didn't do a multi. I did a single. So, who was your first limited 5-star? It was Hu Tao. Love the consistent vids. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we're so close. We need frickin' 5 more. You got a triple 5-star, but they were 50-50 losses. Damn. That's crazy. Most disappointing moment in my Genshin career. Losing the 50-50 to Zhongli the previous time was really, really rough. Going hard pity for... Actually, it really has to be Dea being so bad. That really does have to be the most disappointing moment. But going hard pity for Nilou was rough. But in the end, it was good because I lost to Tainari and I do need him to test every character. I haven't gone hard pity very many times. Just I've been very lucky. So I really think it has to be the Dia thing. Me getting to Luke after farming for Nilou for 50 plus hours of exploration. Yep. That's it. Okay, where's one more place? First anniversary? Actually, first anniversary was when I started the game. So it was actually welcome, Rizek. It's been a while since I've seen you. How you doing? Oh. I see. Okay, there's some in the chasm. I know I haven't been to the chasm yet. Do you think the anniversary will be as bad as the last two? Yep. I think they're perfectly happy with how things are going. I don't know. I'm hoping, like, since their sales are actually kind of slipping, I'm hoping they'll start being a bit more generous. But I don't think it starts with this anniversary. How about you? I don't know. How about me? What? Nahida took you 170 wishes. She's lucky she's OP. True. That's a lot of wishes. Where is your Totalia? I'm working on Zhongli first. Yeah, I'm working on Zhongli first. If they let us choose a 5-star standard character, I'll be thrilled. Yeah, there's just no shot of it happening this year, but maybe next year. Maybe Star Rail just did it, so maybe, but it just feels like way too much to hope for. One word answer: pull Zhongli or Baiju. Depends. That's the one word answer. Imagine if you could shorten Child's cooldown via Thundering Fury. That would be hilarious. Oh, I got kicked out. That's okay. Are you pulling for Risley or Nouvelette or Skip? I am getting both. Because we build and test every single character to help you decide who you want to wish for and build. I don't understand. Both of the core lapis should be right here. New battle pass weapon question again. Do you have a video out on the new weapons? I do. That's exactly what my video does. I go through each and every character and tell you which battle pass weapon is good. And then I did make a couple corrections in the comments. Or in the pinned comment. Freminet video when? Tomorrow. It's already recorded. It's an interesting video. It's a bit more of a discussion than a guide, but I think that's okay. I'm living on some severe copium that one day they'll do something with physical and then I'll be able to make a guide for him. What's your opinion on Tainari? How good is he with Zhongli? Well, the first question, what's my opinion on Tainari? He's quite good. He's very good for a standard banner character. Is he good with Zhongli? He is quite good with Zhongli. A little bit better with Baiju or Kirara, I think, but we can test it today. Did you test Freminet on reverse melt? I haven't tested him at all, is the thing. I 36 starred him. Let me show you. I have already 36 starred the Abyss with Freminet. So actually, that's not. So I guess I have tested him. I already 36 starred the Abyss with him. Ready? Here he is. Already 36 starred. Yep. Already 36 starred with him. I know. We got an insane. No, I'm not lying. I have video proof. I have video proof. Yeah, he's OP. So that's kind of what the video is about, right? Is it bad? Is it good that because this is the state of Genshin right now. Every new character just gets carried by good old characters. So that's kind of what what the video is kind of about. And is that a bad thing? Is that a good thing? What are the pros and cons of those? That's kind of what I go through. It's kind of like my free-flowing thoughts of that. And I do talk about, I give you information on how to build him and what teams he's good in. Like you could consider it a guide, but he's so simple that like a guide would just be so boring. So like I wanted to do something a little bit more interesting. Is C6 Noelle really good? She is good enough. I wouldn't say she's really good. Need to go to school in like 25 minutes, so you're just dropping by? Well, it's nice to have you here. Why can't I find a single core lapis in this entire godforsaken place, even with the Genshin interactive map pulled up beside me? I'm pissed. Why do you want Mona? because this is Jello Impact, and at Jello Impact we build and test every single character to help you decide who you wanna wish for and build. So if I don't have Mona, can't build and test her. Use Ning. I'm using Chi Chi. Ning Wong doesn't show you the rocks, these kind of rocks. She just shows you the other mining. She doesn't show you regional specialty rocks. I'm so pissed. I don't want Nocticulus Jade. Registered trademark patent pending? True. Why are there so many chinks and flowers? I already have enough chinks and flowers. God. Did you beat it best with Freminet, Shangling, Bennett, or Cosmo, or Hyperbloom? Have to wait. Well, you'll have to watch the video and find out. You'll have to watch the video and find out. USC Stone Forest. Go there. Okay. Where is it? Is it in Liwei or is it in the chasm? Do you mean the Huaguan Stone Forest? Oh, I see. Here? I already went to Mount Hulao. I did all those ones. The ones in the water? No. I don't know what that is. Wait, did I just miss one? Is that one up there? I see one over there, so we'll get that one. Poor Zhongli is malnourished and needs many rocks to live. True. For Melt Ganyu, who will contribute more damage? Zhongli, Elemental Shred, or Tank Fei holding Thrilling Tales? The thing about Tank Fei holding Thrilling Tales is that two things. Number one, you already get so much attack from Bennett. And number two is that she needs so much ER. But in the end, Zhongli still wins out because she does so much personal damage and you don't have VV on that team. So you're better off using Zhongli. Both for comfort and for damage. Would Shenhe be a considerable enough increase in Risley teams to consider pulling her? I think so, but let's wait for him to come out first. Do you know of the influence slow walk ladder in Genshin? I do not. Okay, well, obviously I did not do this right because I only saw one. I instant level him 90 and talents 10, 8, 8. He deserves that. Nice. Hello, Beancake. Do you think he eats the rocks? It's a good question. I think they're more like absorbed in like some magic soup and just like their essence is absorbed into him to make him stronger. More easily replaced Zhongli or Tartaglia? Who is more easily replaced? I mean, you can't really replace Tartaglia in his team because he kind of makes the team. But Zhongli also has some teams like Melt Ganyu or Ito where he is pretty much irreplaceable. So, in terms of maxing out the team. You can replace Child with Xingqiu? Kind of, but it goes like to a completely different team. It's like a single target. Do you guys remember how scary this was climbing up here? Like, this was terrifying. Like, this was scary as hell. Those three guys, then you get up there and like that was good times. Yeah, because it goes from being an AoE team with Child to a single target team with Xingqiu. So like, yeah, you can replace it, but the team fundamentally is just different. Is just completely different. Okay, do I have to actually fight these guys? Jeez. Did you mine the mining village of the North Island? Why is Chi-Chi so bad? Anger. Okay. So weren't people saying that there were a bunch of core lapis here, or is it just those two? If it's just those two, that's fine. Still worth it. Go to the other waypoint island. Okay. Leeway is so beautiful. You can buy core lapis? I know, but I already did that. Abyss with children team when? What would the best children Abyss team be? You've got Nahida, Chi-Chi, Klee, Diona, Sayu. That seems really bad. Dory. Do we know when Hayaka's having a rerun? No, we don't know yet. And child. Yeah, and child. Move to the 4 robot area. That's over here, right? We want to go like this way. Can make an aggravate team with Sayu, Dory, Nahida. That sounds funny. Yeah, on Fate track core lapis. Yeah, so does Chi-Chi. That's why I was using Chi-Chi. Wait, is this the right one? I already marked it with a pickaxe. Look at me go. So maybe I'll hydro child soon. True, and then we can do child hyper bloom. But you can also already do child hyper bloom with child, so it's fine. Maybe that's the best thing. Child hyper bloom with child. So you use child on field, Nahida, and oh, we did it. Hallelujah. We're not finalist ending today. We're just using shield bot. I didn't forget about Dory. I just got distracted. It's really easy to get distracted when you're streaming. Alright. I'm just gonna use the bathroom. I eat some weird sumeru mushrooms, hallucinate a lot. You and Tenari both, I guess. Alright. Are we happy with this? I just got level up books, so we're not going to be getting more. I don't need any more. We're fine now. We're not going to take him to his final ascension. Right now. I think we'll just stick with this for now. What are my artifacts? Well, oh, wow, that's pretty good. Wow, that's a pretty good crit rate, crit damage ratio for being HP, HP, HP. Wow. Zhongli, Sarah line. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? That's not bad. You think Sigwini will be a support? Yeah, I hope so. But actually, I don't know. I just hope for something interesting. I got really disappointed after Charlotte's kit got leaked. I hope that she would be a Crow Yanfei. Yeah, she's gonna be like a healer or something, right? Kind of yikes. Yikes. Yeah, they aren't. Yeah, the leaks aren't reliable at this point. They can very much subject to change. Yeah, Ryo physical, true. Do you follow the leaks on Reddit? Yeah, I do. Religiously. I really try and stay away from any story leaks. I also don't look at enemy leaks, so I like to be surprised by the new enemies. But for the characters, yeah, I look at it all. I would prefer not to know anything except for, and just know everything. I would like to know everything about the characters and nothing about anything else. That's what I like. I think a physical catalyst would have been really funny. Like maybe he's like fighting and he's got like a floating thing behind him that's attacking. Yeah. We have a lot of guide to gold. Should I take his burst to 8? I should. I should. I will. We have a physical catalyst that's called Skyward Atlas. True. Sorry if I kicked you out of my world. That's fine. It was fine. Am I one short? I think I'm one short. Just followed your Twitter. Are you going to be posting updates there? Not sure. Maybe. Right now, I'm kind of like... Oh, we can get one more. Right now, I'm like very focused on YouTube and the content. Maybe once, because I'm like currently just a bit short of making enough money to properly live. So I'm very conscious of doing things that will grow the channel and the income being made by the channel. So, and like Twitter, I'm not, it's like a good long-term thing, but like not that like profitable to spend time on right now. So eventually I'll do Twitter, but not exactly right now. Don't worry, we're here to help you. You're very sweet. Yeah, I'm not worried. It's going fine. Like everything is going, it's going amazing actually. I planned to like take a loss for a few months and then, but we're already like basically breaking even. So I plan. We have enough. I plan on. Yeah, after getting fired from my job, I planned on taking a few months, and not even worrying about it. So to be pretty much breaking even after 1 month is awesome. Want to know when characters will drop? What will they fill? Nothing else? Yeah, exactly. You got fired? You didn't quit? Yeah, I got fired. Yeah. Yeah. But I was very happy to get fired. What was your job, if you don't mind me asking? My job, I did sales for a company that outsources HR stuff. You hit 10K subs way quicker than you expected. Me too. Me too. Yeah, it's very exciting. Were you playing Genshin during work hours? Sometimes, but I was still doing my job. That's not why I got fired. Honestly, it become big in the Genshin community. Most of the Genshin creators become clickbaiting and people are getting tired. Yeah, like clickbaiting is part of YouTube. Like you just don't get views if you don't make good titles that people will click on. Like there's a fine line. Like you want to deliver on the promise, but at the same time, like you have to be a little bit clickbaity. Like you can't say I think Freminet is fine. It's just not gonna. It's just no one's gonna click on it. So you have to be a bit clickbaity. That's just how it is. But like the other person said that they're burnt out. Yeah, they're getting tired. They're tired. They're burnt out. I just love the game as is. I love the game as is. I'm not waiting for more endgame. I'm not waiting for something to change. I'm not waiting for quality of life updates. I'm just happy with the game. The only thing, yeah, the funny thing, yeah, the only thing that I want is if I can just make more money than I need. I don't need to be totally rich, just more money than I need so I don't have to stress about it. And I can just be excited. Like I just like the game. Like I just like the game for what it is. And it's a casual game and I'm fine with that, and I'm fine with taking it a bit more serious than you really have to. But I'm also fine that I can't take it like it's not it's not a competitive game. I'm also fine with that. Like I'm just fine with the game as is. I don't know. It's funny that that's a hot take. But it's just how I feel. And I know that if you try and make the game your life, and if you try and make the game, like if you try and claim that it's the best game in the world or hope that it realizes its potential, it's like there's certain movies that you can watch and be happy with the movie for how it is, or you can be salty about the movie for not realizing its potential. And I think that that's what Genshin is. It's an amazing game, and if you love it for what it is, then you're going to be in a good spot. But if you look at what it could be, then you can't help but be upset, because it could be the greatest game ever made with just like not even that many changes. And so you could really focus on that and be upset that they don't easily do those things, or you could just be happy with what it is. And I understand, like, a lot of people from the beginning of the game, they didn't know what it was going to be. So they had expectations or had hopes that it never fulfilled. So I don't know why I put Kazuo on this team. He doesn't belong on this team. Jello started with Inazuma? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I started with Inazuma. Theory impact? Yeah, true. Therapy impact? True. True. Two kinds of clickbait. The one where you lie or bring you to nefarious stuff. Yeah. What changes? What changes? Well, just like a couple more in-game modes. and some quality of life stuff. Like I do have a couple problems, right? I have a couple problems with Genshin, and I'll be real about that. Like I'm not saying this is like this is the greatest game in the world and that it has. I just lost a sub because I ignore questions. Okay, there's a lot of chat and I can't read everything. I'm also playing a game and I'm also talking. There's a lot to do. If I don't get your question, just send it again. I don't ignore questions on purpose. So what was I trying to say? Also, sometimes if I answer a question right away, then I lose my train of thought from the other thing I was talking about. So, you know, I do my best. I'm not gonna, and as the community grows, I'm just not gonna be able to answer every question. That's just how it is. You just have to accept that. I'll do my best. That is what it is. Gained a sub for being based and Genshin pilled. Thank you. Yeah, I try and answer stuff if I can. I'll be answering a lot less once I go into the abyss here, but it is what it is. Gained a sub for being fired. Thank you. What do you think about Mika synergy with the new craftables of Fontaine? Mika synergy with the new craftables. Yeah, I guess most healers get a little bit of a buff with the synergy with the new craftables. I'm not sure how that actually impacts how they're used. It's not like you can use Mika with Wanderer. I don't think so. Zhao or Wanderer? I think Zhao. You have a lot of stream viewers for your channel size? Yeah, I do. Everyone subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Give the stream a like. Still curious on the things you'd love Genshin to have? Right. So, yeah, if I get distracted or if I don't answer your question, just ask again. It's fine. I don't mind. Okay, so things that Genshin... Okay, number one thing that Genshin needs is a better daily commission system. It's just not fun to do your daily commissions. Like, I log in, and I'm just like... I have to slog through these boring things to do the fun things. At least... So with Honkai Star Rail, the daily commissions are boring, but you often do them. You can get them done while you're doing your resin. So... It basically, like, you can do two things at once. So that's really, really good. And then what else? What else was I going to say? So daily commissions. It's also really annoying that... What was I going to say? It's annoying that you have to wait so long for your favorite character. It's like... Bro, I don't want to wait an entire... I start a new game. I'm excited about a character, and I have to wait like an entire year for them to rerun. That's way too long. So, yeah. And it's also a huge problem that it's also like I've already talked about the standard banner problem and the 4-star problem. So you can go watch those videos if you want. Like, I'm not a person who's afraid to talk about what the problems are, but the reality is, like, I love the game. So, yeah. I think triple banners is a totally fine solution if they do 3 phases instead of 2 of banners. So each banner is shorter. If each banner is shorter, then they can rerun 2 more characters. So it's still double banners, but you rerun 3 instead of 2. I think that's the best solution, because otherwise, like, what are you going to do about the weapon banner? Like, that'd be so cringe. And also that would allow them to run more 4-stars. So 3 phase banners. Plus, it's kind of exciting because, like, 3 weeks is just a bit long. If it was 2 weeks instead, it's kind of a bit more exciting. You have a bit more banners coming back more frequently. So that's what I think. I think that would help a lot. And I do think that they'll do it soon. Okay. Oh, yeah. I was going to check my Ganyu stat. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. She's wearing her... Okay, so here's the question. What's better, the Amos bow or the first great magic on her? I actually haven't seen anyone calc it. Same elemental type as the wheeler. I see. So she doesn't really get much gimmick stacks. She only is at 16%. This is such a cool looking weapon. The new weapon is better with Bennett, but Amos is better without Bennett. Yeah, I think the first Great Magic should be a little better, but why don't we test it? Let's go test it. Let's just go test it. We have them both, right? We'll test it against the chicken. Would you pull for Ito? Not if I wasn't a content creator. I think he's a cool character. If you like him, he's good. But if you don't like him, there's better options. How many cryo in the team? Just one. So she only gets one stack, but it's fine. See, the thing is, I don't think it only works for freeze because it also increases charge attack damage by 16% flat. So that's actually a pretty good increase already. And losing out on like 16% or 32% attack, like obviously that's some attack, but it's still, you still, what am I trying to say? You get so much attack from Bennett that it doesn't matter as much. I don't get why the triple banners should be shorter. Could you explain? So instead of having, right now we have 2 banners and then 2 banners. What I'm saying is instead of having 3 banners and 3 banners, you have 2 banners, but the duration that those 2 banners is shorter. So it goes from 21 days to 14 days, right? So, or 15 days. And so it's 2 banners, then 2 banners, then 2 banners. So it's 3 banners per patch, 3 double banners per patch. Yeah. Hunter's Path is the best? Yeah, but I don't have Hunter's Path. I know Hunter's Path is the best. Yeah, I think this is going to be better, but let's test it. We'll go here first. We'll make sure her artifacts are good. They are not. Where is... Here we go. Can I see Ganyu's crit? So 6 characters a patch? Yeah. This is what I have. So, but I think something's wrong. Yeah. Here we go. So we have this. So pretty good. How high is your resolution? Your HUD is so small. I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry. I like the idea of the short banners, but my free-to-play grind would be so rough. Okay, here's the thing. It's a misconception. There's still the same amount of characters in the game. You still get the same amount of primos in the game. You're not gonna have like. You're not gonna be able to get any less characters. If there's more frequent, they could like imagine this. If they reran all the characters, like we go to the total extreme, they reran every single character all at once right now. Does that mean you're going to get less characters? No. You still get the same amount of characters. So it doesn't change the free-to-play experience grind at all. It is only a positive. You actually get slightly more Primo Gems because there's more trials. So it's only a positive. There's 0 negatives at all. Period. Yeah. Show us Mr. Worldwide. He's still unbuilt. He's level 40. Yeah, I'm testing Amos versus First Great Magic. Should I pull for Hu Tao even if I don't have Yulan? If you want Hu Tao, you don't need her. You don't need Yulan for Hu Tao, but you don't need Hu Tao in general. So you're fine either way. Okay. 10k. 10k. Okay, so we're 10k. Now if we drop Bennett and we drop Zhongli, 18k. Where is he? Where is he? This is 18k, am I right? Can you do Genshin voice line impressions? I can, yep. Hu Tao did just find us thing Chu before Yolan was in the game, exactly. What's the point of friendship points? You got a name card at the end. $17k? 17k? 17k? Okay. So I think it's pretty clear that we're looking at 10k before buffs and 17k after. And then we're not looking at melts yet. I guess I should look at melts. I'm just looking at when you test gun, you only consider the bloom damage. I'm doing the opposite. Yeah, I'm just looking at it first because it's easier. And then when we melt, I don't know. I'm not used to this yet. Jelly needs to do a name card tier list. Hilarious. I forgot to refresh my energy. Is Zhongli your favorite male character? That's a good question. I'm too far. I see. Let's see. We got Alhaitham, Zhongli, Sino, Zhao. I think it's either Zhongli or Sino. I think my favorite male character is Sino. Yeah. But Zhongli is second. Then Alhaitham. Which is your favorite design for male character? If we're looking at just design, then it's Zhongli. But also Sino, if you include Sino's burst animations as part of his design. Do a Venti laugh? I don't have Venti, so I don't know what his laugh is like, really. Alright, we'll look at bloom damage this time. 74k. Missed it. Zhongli shield is out. Dead. Nice. Sad I missed Sino's banner. Yeah. He's sick. Let me see Raiden. I will always show someone my Raiden. So 71, 156.5 with full energy recharge. We're running engulfing lightning, but the catch is great too. I only got engulfing lightning for the drip. It's not for the damage. C0 with this new sands, 40 crit value sands, 40 crit value feather, pretty much 40 crit value flower. This, I just got a new hat, but I can't find anyone to, but it's not, I can't quite fit a crit damage hat. I just got this one. So we're still using this one. They're about the same, I guess. Yeah, they actually are about the same. And then this is the goblet. So, yeah. If I put the catch on Raiden, what do I put on Xiangling? You have lots of options. If you're using Xiangling on a Raiden team, you can get away with something like Dragon's Bane or Deathmatch, or like a damaging option. If you have a 5-star, if you have Skyward Spine, then you can do something like that. If you don't have anything like that, I really just like Favonius Lance a lot. She has a lot of pole arms. Like any of the good pole arms, she's pretty much good on. I love Favonius the most, especially if you're not running her with Raiden. But even if I am, I still run Favonius on her anyways. It's just way too good. Fab strikes again. Truth. So 76k. 74k. Okay, great. So 10k. Okay, we'll just do the first. Unbuff 10k and bloom damage 76k. Zhang Lang is a pointy stick. I like it. True. True, true, true. If your Shang Lang is well built, she should have the catch. She does most of the team damage. Yeah. You can go if your Raiden is not well built, then you're better off going Shang Lang on the catch and going Raiden on Tenacity of the Millilith and Favonius for Zhangling. If you're like below 230 crit value. It's a true story. Okay, so it's unbuffed. It's 8k. So it's about 10% worse unbuffed. What does that take? It's just a fact. It's not a take. It's actually just a fact. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, you can do Staff of Home on Raiden. You have to have a lot of ER though. Okay, so it was 76 before. Am I crazy or did I do something wrong? Or was that way lower? Facts hurts feelings. How much ER to use Homa? I like having minimum 220 ER on my Raiden. Anything less feels bad to me, but it depends. You need some proof? I mean, I'm not a theory crafter. That's just that's just the facts. You don't have to believe me. I don't want to believe me. It's just how it is. It doesn't seem right. It just is. I'm sorry. I'm actually really sorry. Okay, 74k. Okay, I didn't crit. I think, is it exactly the same? Why is Sarah useful for Raiden? She really buffs Raiden a lot. But you have to have really good artifacts on your Raiden to make it worth it. Will Arlecchino be good? We have no idea what our kit does, so it's very impossible to know. What's your highest CV character and how much CV? I think it should be Raiden. And that is 248? No, 238? It goes up to 240 if I switch the artifacts, but then the ratio is screwed up. Yeah, you have to have C6 Zara, exactly. It isn't even always the best. You can, because sometimes you want, like, sometimes Yai can be better. Sometimes for better rotation management. Yeah. At least drip is S, true. Missed the crit. 74k. Okay, we're 74k for sure. I love your videos, friend. Thank you so much. If Sarah's on Raiden's banner, then there's hope for you to get C6. She will be. She's been on every Raiden banner, and she hasn't been on any other banners. So it would be actually wild if... It would be so wild if she wasn't. Oh yeah, I was going to test the other weapon again. Was it 76 or 74? Did anyone pay attention? Are you going for C6 riding or stop at 2 or 3? You definitely don't need to go for C6. Stopping at 2 or 3 is more than enough. How much was the first Great Magic? Was it 74? Oh, what am I going to do? I am going to... I'm not sure. I might stay at C0. Magic is 74. Yeah, so Amos was better. Where can you buy Genshin figures like the one I have on the wall? That's a great question. I'm going to tell you something right now, okay? I got an offer, multiple offers. I've had offers for like 4 or 5 different sponsors. 4 or 5 different sponsors that said, hey, promote our Genshin merch. Okay? They said, promote our Genshin merch. And I said, okay, I would like to promote your Genshin merch. I've got Genshin merch behind me. If you have figures like that, then I can promote the crap out of those because everyone's always asking about these and they always want to get them. So it'd be a great fit. Then I log on to their Genshin merch and it's like 2 to 3 times more than what I bought my Genshin merch for. All of them. So if I were to sell those to you guys, you'd pay like 100, 150 bucks, anywhere from 100 to 150 bucks per figure, which seems fine. Like they're nice quality. Like if you look at them, especially the Nilou, the Ayaka, everything but the Raiden is like looks worth 150 bucks. But I got them from AliExpress. AliExpress sells them for $55. So I just got out of sales because I don't like selling people things that are overpriced that they don't want. So, if you want these figures, go buy for them from AliExpress. There's 55 Canadian, so it's probably 40 bucks US. The Nilou one's great. The Shenhe one is great. The Ayaka one's great. The Raiden one sucks. So if you want them, go buy them from AliExpress. And if you want to support me and pretend that I was sponsored by AliExpress, then you can send me, you know, a $15 commission on Patreon for saving you all that money. And just pretend I was sponsored by AliExpress and send me the $15, $20 Patreon instead. Or just save the money. Whatever. That's what I think. Yeah. 78K. It's way better than 76. Yeah. Were the expensive ones the same quality as the AliExpress ones? Yes. They weren't just the same quality. They were the exact same figures. They have all the exact same merch. They all just resell AliExpress for double the price. Sometimes it's not double. Sometimes it's just like 30, 40% more. But yeah. Is my Zhongli on tenacity? Yes, it is. But we did enough testing that it should be fine. Like the first Great Magic never went above. You could probably see the tenacity difference. That's the difference between the 78 and the 76. But the first Great Magic only ever got to 74. So, yeah. You can explain it, but it's a boring topic. I know what they're doing though. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, okay, so it is boring. I won't talk about it anymore. Try EM Sands and see if Amos Bow is better. Do you think crabs look up in the ocean and think the fish are flying? Oh, it's very sweet. Thank you very much, Matthew Cahotia. Thank you very, very much for the donation. I really, really appreciate that. I like that. I like that joke a lot. It's not really a joke. It's just very wholesome, you know? I just like it. So yeah, for Jashin, we do use EM Sans. EM Sans is always better. So I have a good EM Sans, so we use In this house, we use EM sands on our Ganyu. My Ganyu is well built. Like, there's no doubt about it. My Ganyu kind of nice. My Ganyu's kind of nice. We could try for an upgrade before I take her into the abyss. The feather is not, the flower is not that bad. I know, imagine having good EM sands. It's kind of insane. There's not a question you ask a Genshin content creator, but based. I don't know what question that was. Oh, the one, yeah, it is based. I appreciate you for being such an honest creator. Thank you. I appreciate you for being an appreciative viewer. Whose house uses an attack stance from Mount Ganyu? I don't know. Oh, is it possible to make a hybrid Zhongli as a free-to-play player without Homa, like 38k and burst hitting at least 50k? It is definitely possible. Is it good? You need some pretty good artifacts for Zhongli to not be a DPS loss. Wholesome vibes? True. I appreciate you for appreciating the appreciation. Well, I appreciate... Oh, no, we got energy to recharge twice. It's over. I appreciate this artifact for being artifact fodder for the next artifact. Yeah. And this is a pretty good one. This one's not that good, but look at that elemental mastery. Like, that's a lot. The word appreciate is lost all meaning. It's just noise. You know what? I appreciate that critique. Okay, and we're not crowned, but we are level 9, so that's pretty good. You've got a feather with 100 EM. Nice. Yeah, I'm honestly kind of surprised that the Amos bow outperformed the first Great Magic. Very close, though. Very, very close. If you have first Great Magic, then it's still very much very good. Are you on Twitch too? Just YouTube right now. Yeah. I technically am on Twitch, but I've never streamed on there. I have an account. How much ER on Shangling? Enough. It does depend on the team. Why YouTube and not Twitch? Because it's easier. Actually, the main reason is I really don't like Twitch as a viewer. And so I don't want to stream on it because I don't like it. That's the main, to be honest, that's the main reason. I just don't like it. You know what team is really... You guys want to see a good team? Yaimiko is so good. If you use Layla for Crow Shield, is it higher? No, Layla is really bad. People really tend to estimate Amos passive. People underestimate non-crit. People very, very underestimate non-crit. You want to build nuke support Mona, which is best talent to level up? Emblem and burst. And for if it's nuke support. Oh, nuke support. Oh, tenacity? Question mark? I don't have Mona, so I'm the wrong person. Go Genshin creator just started back playing to build Tainari. Hope you and your family are doing well. I really, really appreciate that, Cult. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Baizha is the only Dendro is enough. It sure is. It sure is. When did you start playing Genshin? During during the first anniversary. Mona can use tenacity very well. Yeah, that's what I thought. My best team is Kaching, Fischl, Kirawa, Kazuha. Do you think my Yaimiko is much of a difference? If you like Kaching, I wouldn't get Yaimiko. She is an upgrade. But oh, I forgot I don't have to dodge. That's funny. All right. Zhongli OP. Oh my god, the shield got destroyed. But it blocked him from running out. That is hilarious. That is actually hilarious. The problem we're running into though is that number one, my Zhongli does not have enough HP. Kind of like a minor improvement then. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing about Yaimiko versus Keqing. I love this question, so I'm gonna take a second to answer it. Yaimiko actually does substantially more damage in aggravate teams than Keqing, but if you're playing an AoE, and you're godlike with your Keqing, you can forego using your defensive option. You can forego a Dendro defensive option for Nahida. You can do that in single target too. But if you're actually good with Keqing, because Keqing has so many iframes, Kazuo has so many iframes, Nahida has a big iframe with her burst, so you can iframe a lot of attacks and you can forego a defensive option, and Nahida's damage is really actually quite good in that team. In AoE. So, but Yaimiko, you can't really get away. You can't really get away without a defensive option. So you do want to run Baiju or Kirara there. So Keqing will end up being close. Now, Yaimiko is still better. even with Keqing switching to Nahida and Yaimiko being with Baiju or Kirara, then Yaimiko is still better. Yai Fischl, Tainari, Zhongli, yeah, that's a good team. It's a great team. But Yaimiko is still better. So she is always an upgrade. But Keqing can come pretty close, and it's nice. The Magu feels so weak compared to the previous ones. That's just because you're stronger. He actually has the same HP. Is that true? I think the first and second chamber are always level 95, or is that a lie? I think that they're all the same. He's a lower level than usual. Yeah, that could be it. All right, here we go. Let's try again. Is this about Zhongli? Yes, it is. Whoops. So here's the thing. My Zhongli needs to be stronger. The shield is not tanky enough. He can't tank the 3 Magu-Kenki hits. Shield with Zhongli first. Shouldn't matter when I shield with Zhongli. Yeah, I should shield on with him first, but he really needs Tassel, hey? Alright. If you say so. Maybe his talent levels? I mean, it's talent level 8. It's pretty good. You never use him again? No more space because your damage significant drop if you bring him? Yeah, I mean, in a lot of teams, yes. In Melt Ganyu, no. Tassel will help? Yeah, that's the plan. Hello, Takcha. Alright, I mean, a level 50 tassel, more better than nothing. It's 42 KHP. That seems okay, right? I don't know. Huh? Excuse me? Okay, wait. It's not dollars, though. I don't know what currency that is. I don't know how. I mean, thank you very, very much. Even if that is some kind of currency that's only $1, then thank you very, very much. Regardless, let's figure out what kind of currency is. It's 240. Okay, good. I was like, I thought that was $100, and I was like, damn. But thank you very, very much regardless. I am not I almost said thank you for the $100, but it's not $100. But I'm not disappointed. It's just funny. Imagine if it's 1 cent. Yeah, exactly. Thank you very, very much, DDMC. I really, really appreciate it. Oh, that's so funny. Bro donated Mora. Hey, I'll take Mora. Oh, that's awesome. Could you use C6 bet on him? Have him swing with fire? You could. Fave character besides Raiden? Yelan, then Nilu. Probably Yelan, then Nilu. Favorite male? Someone already asked me that. I think it's Sino, then Zhongli. Mora, finally a currency I can donate. True. Alright, let's try it again. Do you play on console or PC? On PC. I have a controller though, but it's a special controller that has these really nice things. So I assign each of these to one of the characters, so I can swap without taking my fingers off. So it's really, really, really good. Let me make sure that my Yaimiko is actually running competent artifacts. You have many level 90 characters. Have you invested horizontally in all of them, or do you got a main? I'm very horizontally invested, but Raiden is a bit more invested than others. But she's not in terms of money, just in terms of artifact. Do you accept more as a donation? I would, but Twitch does, but YouTube doesn't, so. There we go. Is Marcy good for Yai even if she's aggravating on field? You don't know. The new set's not as good for her. Gilded is better. What characters need a buff? What characters need a buff? Amber needs a buff. Kaya's okay, I guess. These ones are fine. Finding Wong needs a buff. Chongyun needs a buff. I think Jean needs a bit of a rework. Chi-Chi needs a buff. Diona needs a buff. Jinyan needs a buff. Sayu needs a buff. Aloy needs a buff. Dory needs a buff. Kali's actually fine. Mika needs a buff. Kave needs a buff. Freminet needs a buff. That's what I think. Oh, I only did 4 stars, right? I didn't do like limited 5 stars. Zhao was fine. Zhao was really good. Oh, I don't have him. Yeah. I'll get him as soon as he's back. Is the new elemental skill set good for Alhaitham? No, Gilded is still his best. Skipped over Dia? Yeah, Dia definitely needs a buff. I don't know why I skipped over the 5 stars. But yeah, Dia, okay, I didn't do any limited 5 stars. Eula needs a buff. Yoimiya needs a buff. And Dea needs a buff. That's all. Fischl needs a buff? True. And so does Xiangling. Yoimiya's fine. They should let her keep her ICD and attack string if you dodge, and then she's fine. Yeah, the word rework is better than buff. Yeah, I agree. True, Albedo needs a bit of a buff too. Didn't they buff Fish with the new set? Yeah, that's the joke, I think. I need to watch your new video first. BRB. All right, thank you. Okay, we're ready. Albedo needs a defense scaling sword. Well, we have one, but you had to have been playing for a very specific time, a pretty long time ago. Did Bihoro ever buff a character except for Zhongli? The only way that they ever buff characters except for Zhongli is with indirect stuff, like other characters that work with them and not with others. How much of a buff for Fish? Like 15%? Yeah, it's something like that. Pretty insane. If people are commenting right now, I can't hear you just yet. So I should set up his shield first. Okay, we'll try one more time. I'll set up his shield first. Wouldn't it be great if Albedo's burst would trigger Bloom? Hilarious. Klee is useless with Child and Lineage existing? Yeah, it's not great for Klee. She's just good. She's better than Lineage and AoE, but that's about it. And worse than Child and AoE, so I hear what you're saying. Wish they'd make Shatter scale off of attack. It's weird. Didn't they nerf Alhaitham's ult post-release? No, that was during the beta. Can we get a craftable defense sword, please? I sure hope so. Albedo forever and R5 Harbinger? Yeah. Hu Tao team without Zhongli? Yeah, I love Hu Tao without Zhongli. Okay. Level Zhongli more? I'm out of more. I'm out of books. 42k HP. I thought that was a decent amount, but I guess not. Whoops. We'll see if my teapot can give me some more books. Is Ganyu melt in meta? I pulled Zhongli and Amos bow. Just need Ganyu. Is it meta? I'd say it's just below meta. 42k is a lot. Trust me, once you max him with Tassel, his shield will rarely ever break. Yeah, well, I guess we'll find out. Thoughts on Kazuha instead of Xiangling for Ganyu Melt? I think it's just worse. But yeah, I think it's just worse. I don't know. Better in AoE, maybe? Yeah, I know. This song is awesome. Better in AoE because you can group them. Other than that, worse. I think that's probably right. Oh, we got one more level. Wonder if there's anything in the shop I can get. His shield breaks against Lily and Nini and Fontaine. Brutal. I don't want to buy this. I don't like buying. These crystals are just a waste. Just noticed how much a different character level makes with Hyperbloom. My Kuki went from 29 to 36k. Yeah. Yeah. For Hyperbloom, for Spread, for Aggravate, it's like a 30% increase to level 90. It's ridiculous. Continue watching One Piece. Enjoy. People complain about the Consecrated Beast because his shield was really not really enough at the time. I don't know if that's why people complained about them. And I don't know if his shield wasn't enough. So it seems like... Well, let's see if I can craft more of these. Why you don't play on PC? This is on PC. We'll see if I can craft more for the black tassel. Keyboard and mouse is cringe. It's just really uncomfortable for me to have my hands on the desk all day. It's so uncomfortable. Is Jello the new walrus? I don't know. Am I? What is our Hu Tao team currently? Hu Tao double Hydra with Fischl. So good. In this Abyss, you kind of need a defensive option though. I love Walrus. So yeah. Fellow PC controller player and used to main Ganyu for a long time. Yeah, that's Walrus did too. Alrighty. Yeah, the Chi-Chi battery thing is hilarious. 35 starred the Abyss because the final boss is 75% animal res. That's a ridiculous amount of res. I don't think that's true. Is that true? Can you please say hi, Ray? He's a huge supporter of yours and watches your videos every day. Hi, Ray. You're up to 43 KHP. 70% animal crowd res? That's rough. Is the new craftable HP Fontaine Polearm good for Zhongli? Nah, Black Tassel's better. So what we can do... Liking Walrus as a hot take? Well, okay, I don't think so. He has good take. He has bad takes, but he's really good. He's really funny. So, I think that's fine. But he really does have some bad takes. His Raiden takes are unbelievable. When you play Kaching, you use Fischl as a battery. When you play Hu Tao, you use Bennett and play Bennett as a battery. True. Oh, it's so good. Walrus isn't as bad as some content creators. Yeah, his takes are very bad, but he's a really nice guy. He has great discussions. He's very enjoyable to watch. And in general, he doesn't spread the misinformation too badly. So he's mostly harmless, but he does have some really bad takes. Hi, baby. Hi. Ooh. Thank you. It tastes great. Really, really good. Yeah. My mom had made something like this before. Really, really good.
I like it. I think it's going to be in the
yeah.
rotation.
That's great. My mom made my mom. I mean, I was just telling my wife, my mom did make this, but homemade tortillas. My wife just made, but she accidentally overcooked them, and now they're like tortilla chips, but they're kind of soft and crunchy. They're kind of insanely good, like insane, like one of the best things ever. Jello and Walrus collab for worst hot take when? Hi, Faithy. One of I actually fairly recently did a stream with him. It was one of his last live streams before he left. So if you want to go check it out, it's actually a pretty nice discussion. One of his last videos rubbed you the wrong way. What did he say? After watching Jello pull, you went home and lost your 50-50 to D-Luke? That's rough. You want your controller? Yeah. Here you go.
Here we go.
Hi, baby V. She's very sweet.
She wants to be on the street.
You want to be on stream? Bit further, bit further, bit further, bit further. There it is. She is. Hi, sweet pea. Mwah. Oh, she's very sweet. Very, very sweet. Verena will be a Hydro 5-star character? That's crazy. That is wild. Wild take.
What's that?
And then this is Faithy. You want to wave?
What's that? What's that?
That's the stream.
What's...
Tell them I said hi. They say hi.
Hi. I'm Faith. How are you doing today?
Aww. They sent you this cute one.
It's a little heart, Faithy. How are you doing today, huh?
I'm doing good, Faithy. How are you?
Good. What? Can't talk.
Heart can't talk, no.
She's very cute.
Very. Adorable.
Twinkle, twinkle. Yeah, they're still on the game. How I won. A, B, C. Horse on the king. Count on the king. Count on the king.
Mwah.
Huh?
Very cute. When did I start playing Genshin? I've already answered that like 4 times on stream. But it was during the first anniversary.
Me too. Knock on the door. Hostage. Pick up the 7, 8, maiden 6, 9, 10, 3, 13, 9, and 12. Dig and down. 14, 14, maiden. What's the heart?
Where's the heart? It went away because there's other people saying other things. Oh, I hit 14K? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Do you have any 5-star characters C6? No. My highest constellation is C1, Yolan. Actually, I have C4 gene, but I haven't activated it. I have only C2 activated. Okay, I guess. We'll do this. We'll do books. Top tier 5-star kid? True. Are you a dolphin?
The heart?
I am simulated free to play.
What's that?
There's a new heart. I'm simulated free to play, so I spend as much as it takes to get every 5-star invested to a free to play, a pretty well invested free to play level. What 4 stars will we run in 4.1? I think that there's no leaks on it yet, right? You want to see Nilu?
Yeah. Baby bye, guys. Baby bye. Baby chicken guys. Maybe one minute. Need 1 minute. I just playing with that right now.
I love the babbling, I know. Everyone warns about C6 Bennett or the other character constellations that you feel ruin a build. Well, first of all, check out my Bennett video. I don't think C6 ruins him unless you play Eula, and even then, not always. What is it gonna say? Oh yeah, but actually C6 Zhongli ruins Hu Tao. So that's maybe another one. May I see your Ganyu's build, please? Sure.
I'm
Not happy?
I'm
Is C6 Bennett good for Hu Tao? Yeah. You don't always run Hu Tao with Bennett, but you actually can, and it's actually very good. And C6 is good for her, is only good for her.
Yes, on the bus go round and round and around, round and around. The wheels on the bus go round and around. All
Alright.
through the town.
I thought I had enough resin for one more, but I do not.
On the bus go open
Thoughts on Tainari? Should I build him or Kaching? If you need more of a single target character, then you should build Tainari.
open,
If you need more of an AoE character, then you should build Kaching.
go
If your
open
Kazua's already taken, then Tainari.
all
If
through the
you would like
town.
someone to use your Kazua, then Kaching. That's what I think.
Mommy, son, touch
You want to see my Ganyu build? It's right here. It's actually a really good build.
bend down.
One of my better build characters.
Bend
114,
down.
115 CV,
Bend
or 214 CV.
The people
215, pretty
on
good.
the bus go up and down.
EM Sands, yep.
All through the town.
Yep.
The doors
And a lot of EM on substats. Lots of EM here.
open and
Lots of EM here.
way up on the
Yeah.
bus.
I got a really good Ganyu, actually.
On babies on the bus go around and babies on the bus say happy, happy, happy. Wah, wah, wah.
How much EM
Wah,
must a melt
wah,
Ganyu have?
baby on the bus go wah, wah,
I
wah.
think,
Oh,
I don't know, 200 plus?
through the town. The mommy's on the
Can you review my Zhao build? I think Friday we're going to do another account review day.
The mommy's on the bus go.
If I invest in all the 4-star shielders, could I avoid Zhongli as a Yuemiya Hu Tao player? I don't think you need to invest in all the 4-star shielders.
See, I love you. I love you.
I love you too.
I love you. The daddy's on the bus. Say, I love you. All through the town.
She's saying the daddy's on the bus. Say, I love you. Very, very sweet.
Very, very.
Yep. What 5-star you really want to pull that you don't have? C2 Raiden. Also Zhao. I really wanted Zhongli and now I have him, so I'm happy about that. Raiden versus Hu Tao as a free-to-play. Both have good free-to-play. Both. I would say Raiden, but Hu Tao is very close and maybe has a slightly higher ceiling. This Zhongli strat is omega good. Putting the pillar right there to block him from moving, that is like the most beastly strat ever. Can you imagine you wrote a 40-page essay in 4 days for your bachelor degree? Friday you have to submit it? Wow. That sounds like a lot of work. You want mama now? Okay. Okay, leave it here. Love you. You lucked your way into a C6 you'll land before the banner flipped? Damn, that's crazy. What do you think about Arataki Ito? Good, not great. One strong on you? Yeah, if only the Zhongli shield was strong enough. We're gonna have to actually dodge now. Jean build and a good team to use in her. I think best is like something Sunfire, like Raiden Sunfire or something. And can we finish it off without Zhangling? Not really, right? It's kind of a slow clear. Why is Zhongli's burst considered damage loss? Because it doesn't have that high of a multiplier, and it's a really long cast time, and generally you're going to extend rotation. So if you use a Zhongli burst, you could generally get out a Ganyu charge shot, and that would do more damage, I guess. Can you beat the new event on the highest difficulty? Probably. But I haven't tried yet. Maybe we can pin down the Hydra MC burst. Nope, it goes right through it. Argument testing Hu Tao team with Zhongli. I think I'll have to. What do I have to do? Is your Zhongli 60k? No, it's like 45. So, which is apparently not enough. Yeah, it's 44. Did you try Mono Geo? I don't have Ito or Albedo, so no, I have not tried. It's like my tassel is level 70. Should I put him on 2-piece HP so that because tenacity isn't always active? Let's try that. Do you know Honkai Star Rail? Sure do. 2-piece retracing Bull-Eyed buff shield. I think only if you're on field. The Triline had 41k. Yeah. When you play with him, switch to 4-piece Petra. I don't have 4-piece Petra. Is 223% ER on Bennett too much? No. Not enough. Let's see if that makes a difference. Is Yoimi a good DPS? She's not as good as a lot of she's not as good as a lot of other DPSs. I'd say she is a good DPS, but she's not as good as a lot of others. Okay. Surely, I don't know, surely 48k HP is good, right? Surely. Is C3 Farazan good for Zhao? I think she gets pretty good at C4. Before that, she's decent. The new event is surprisingly hard. It sucks that the event doesn't heal or recharge burst after retrying. Interesting. What level is this skill? It's level 8. Maybe I have like a dud Zhongli. Godlike reaction time. Oops. I've only listened to the stream for the past little bit while taking care of the new puppy, so you missed the video part. If you were saying Zhongli's shield is breaking, did I hear right? Yeah, against the Megu Kenki, it's breaking. It's 48 HP, 48k HP, and it's level 8 talent. You should time your setup so the Ganyu's first charge attack hits right when Kenki becomes vulnerable. It's kind of hard to time when I'm, whoops. It's kind of hard to time when I'm setting up Ganyu because Xiangling needs so much ER. I think I need to, like, put Xiangling on an ER Sands or something, which is a little bit ridiculous. Right at the start of the fight, I see. Yeah, that's not really where we're having the trouble, though. Should I get Zhongli if I have C6 Layla? It depends. Check out my Zhongli video. Is Bennett 5 sword? Gross. No, he's not. If you need Bennett on Fav sword, then Ganyu sucks. No, Bennett's on Skyward Blade. For being a ranged character, she's still really cringe against this enemy. I do Jean, Zhongli, Raiden. Nice. Alright, we'll try and set up fully. Alright, yeah, if we just start setting up right away instead of waiting. Mega Kankyu is specifically made to counter Ganyu. Yeah, I think you're right about that. Okay, we have more ER now, so that's good. He doesn't have cryo res. He just moves a bit and blocks attacks. Yeah, exactly. Only the cryo Mega Kanki from the triple has cryo res. Oh yeah, that's exactly what Lumine said. Whoops. You should try Dodge's attack even when the shield is active, so when you're on Ganyu, the shield lasts. Yeah, I was trying that before, but it didn't matter. But yeah, sure. Also, his cryo damage means he melts you because Bennett, and that's why Zhongli's shield breaks easily. Interesting. Well, nothing we can do about that. Oh, right, I forgot you don't wait. So far, this team is not fun, but I think that it's mostly because I need more HP on Zhongli, I guess. What's the ratio on Ganyu? It's really good. I showed it a couple times. I don't remember exactly what it is. You're a great person. Inspired me to be better. Thank you. You're very welcome. That's really nice of you to say. Thank you. Oops. Works okay on the second side? Okay. We'll try it on the second side then. Will you compare him with Kurara and Layla? Yeah, I'm kind of comparing him with Layla right now in that I hate it. I hate Layla with Ganyu, and I like Layla or I hate Layla with Ganyu, but I'm trying to see if I like Zhongli with Ganyu. So kind of a comparison. Okay, so let's use what should we use? Should we show you how broken Nilou is even on the first side? Even in single target? Let's talk about how broken Nilou is even in single target. Where's my Nilou? Why can't I see? There it is. How much longer do you think you'll be streaming? Not that much longer. Okay, the only thing is... actually... It should be fine. Let's try it like this. Waiting for the charge shots is not so fun. Yeah. So we're going to do Yelan and Kokomi. And then we'll try the Ganyu stuff on the second side. Are you going to continue the Genshin challenge? The Nuzlocke one I was doing? Zhongli has my Nilou artifacts? Ah, yes. Good point. So this is going to be worse than it should be. Ow. Ugh. Do what you enjoy? Okay. Your lives have been really enjoyable and informative. I'm glad. I think let's get some freeze off here. Not being able to group is pretty sus, I'm not gonna lie. Is dinner ready? You want some fruit salad?
Yeah.
Well, maybe Mom can get some for you. I don't know. This floor without a grouper is very cringe. I did target the ones that spawned next to me, didn't I? I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. Okay. It's pain. Yeah, Mega Hanky has changed. Can you try running Kazuo instead of Shangling? Yep. Yeah, we could try that. Oh, forgot to refresh. Dodge too early. Meg Hanky is very cringe enemy. He used to be way better when you could lock him against the side. He's very cringe. He's much more cringe now. Also, you were using Kazuo instead of Zhongli on the second side? Yeah. Like, I used to like the Mega Hanky, and he's still fine, but if you're trying to like get a good clear, then it's like pretty cringe. Is it time for Din Din? Very soon. Whoop. Ow. Okay, we did it. Burst, just burst. Melt is inconsistent with the Hydro dudes. Yeah, I bursted. Pretty sure. Have you thought about live streaming on Twitch? Should I? Is it better? I've thought about it. Maybe you still need more HP. I have like 48k HP with a level 8 talent. Oh yeah, we're going over here. But yeah, I'll get more HP. I just don't have the level up books right now. If people prefer Twitch, I prefer YouTube. Even for Twitch VODs, everyone's different. From what I've heard, I personally prefer YouTube watching. How much ER on Shangling? ER Sands? You want to see? %207% ER. We're on Fav with ER Sands. We got ER subs as well. Yeah. Do you think Zhongli's damage loss fault for that no being... Do you think this Zhongli's damage loss fault for that no being not being easy to clear that floor? I think that for one reason or another, this team's not working. Like maybe I do need to run Fav on Bennett. So that I give Shangling more particles. Maybe I just need more investment on Zhongli. It can't be my Ganyu build because my Ganyu build is very nice. So yeah, you can't rewind Twitch, so it's really annoying. Layla is good if you have Nilu's weapon. Sure. I really enjoy your vids, Jello. Your takes are always very base. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Melt Ganyu in general is just kind of mid. People convinced me that it was pretty good. Can you show your Hu Tao build so I can reference when I pull her? Thank you, Annihilation of Specialist Babel. I really, really appreciate that. Sure, I can show you my Hu Tao build. Love to. I'll obviously put her on her proper build first. Well, I have a couple of different builds, but the one I've been using the most is... Nope. Maybe it is. Oh, I know. I'm usually using this one. Yeah. This. So it's kind of a ridiculous build. The crit rate is not high enough. I would like to trade some of the crit rate for crit damage. Or from some of the crit damage for crit rate. But that's okay. And then sometimes I run with high. Okay. All right, guys, I got to go help out with stuff. So we're going to call it there. But thank you so much. And we'll probably stream again on Friday. Bye, everybody. Oh no, Faithy.